Hey everybody, my name is Benjamin Dreyer. I am the author of a book rather presumptuously titled Dreyer's English, an utterly correct guide to clarity and style. Um, I was also, by the time I retired from Random House in late 2023, I was the copy chief and managing editor, which was just a great big supervisory kind of role. But I had spent a full 30 years working at Random House. I had been for a while before I started at Random House as what we call a production editor, sort of a supervisory technician. I had been a freelance proofreader and copy editor, and that's particularly what I want to focus on for this class that I'm going to be teaching with the Five Things I've Learned program, which is going to be a very practical, nuts and bolts talk about the things that I do and have learned to do as a copy editor over the years. Now, I have worked with a broad range of authors, ranging from Amy Bloom to Frank Rich to Janet Ivanovich. So that's a broad range right there. I copy edited E.L. Doctorow's final novel, Andrew's Brain, though neither of us knew it was going to be his final novel at the time. I have also been Elizabeth Strout's copy editor since back with the Burgess Boys. The key thing about being a copy editor and the key thing about being able to copy edit all kinds of writers is that you have to develop the very primary skill of listening to what writers are trying to do. You have to remember that they're the dog, you're the tail, that you are there to enhance their writing, to help their writing, to make their writing sound as much like itself as it possibly can. And it's a whole bag of very practical nuts and bolts tricks. I mean, it's not a magic show. It's craft, like learning how to make shoes. And that's what I'm going to want to enumerate for you. It'll be at least 5 things. It could be 50 things by the time we're done. Everything from how to wield punctuation, including, of course, the very necessary Oxford comma, to how to deal with flashbacks, to how to deal with non-English text, to how to be aware of your own tics and habits, or your own habits and tics, and either learn to embrace them and make peace with them, or learn how to address them and maybe sand them out a little bit, which is never the worst thing when it comes to habits and tics. So that's what we'll be doing. I hope that you will come fully armed with many questions, which I will do my absolute best to answer. And it'll be a really sort of, roll up your sleeves, let's get down to some very practical work session. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you all there.